Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Black and White. No, for real though, there's another episode today. We're going to talk about what we classify as an actual street car, not a gutted full-on race car. So stay tuned and let's get this video started. All right, so first things first, I guess I'll start off with, plus I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of comments down below as far as, I want to hear what you guys think is an actual street car. For me, my personal opinion is I'm all about full interior, pretty much carpet, all that stuff, you know, AC, and you can still take it to the track and run some decent times. So I guess my classification would be more of a street car that you can take to the drag strip. Whereas there's a lot of people out there that classify a street car as long as it's got lights and you can legally, you know, register it, you know, even if it...
That's not a street car.
No? So what's your take on what you think a street car is?
I'm gonna say something you can drive anywhere. You know, I think street car, you know, like you go to drag strip, whatever, they have like street car class, but you gotta drive it, you know what I'm saying, a couple of hours or whatever. As long as they can do that and it's not stripped of a lot of stuff from the factory, like, I wouldn't say it has to be full interior. You know, because like you take out like rear seats, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not race car status. But if you are, for example, if you don't want a radiator or something like that, you know what I mean, because that's something that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you...
That's something that's going to overheat. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you can take out on a cruise.
Right. Yeah, you need your radiator.
Yeah, you need your radiator type stuff. Well, see, some car, wait, do they not run or like a real small radiator? You know, because some, you know...
Weight savings.
Yeah, when I seen guys on the track with like an NA car or something, like they run like Mustangs, they run like Honda radiators, you know, just or
to cut
like
weight.
Real small brakes. You know,
yeah.
It's still brakes, but you know what I'm saying? When you put them little, you know what I'm saying, them little brakes that go to this Raptor, you know what I mean, on the car. I feel like that's like race car type stuff. That's no longer like street car type stuff.
To me is, you know, you can have full, like for me, and I can appreciate, you know, maybe a backseat delete, because a lot of cars come with backseat delete or rear seat delete.
The Laguna
Seca Boss 302, the Dodge Demon, things like that. Yes, they come with a rear seat delete, so I can appreciate that. And I, you know, as long as it's from the factory, you still are carpeted, you have, you know, your dash is all there, you don't have like you know, all these people, it's like they just want to say they have a street car, but it's really, I mean, it is a track built.
Yeah, that's a race car
that you can take on the street.
Yeah,
and it's like, that's not to me what I classify as, like, because like, for example, some like where my dad races in Tucson, Arizona, for true street, you have to be full interior, including the back seat. Like, you have to be carpeted, everything. And I know it sounds a crazy rule, but I think you might even have to have like a stereo in it, if I remember correctly. I know it sounds really weird, but I know it's like an AC, things like that. It has to be a full functioning street car that you basically take off the everyday road or street and you're gonna go run it. So yeah, that's kind of, there's just different classifications. And I know a lot of people out there are gonna argue in the comments and be like, oh no, my car is street car, this. Yeah, I get it. If a fully gutted, you know, caged, everything else, as long, technically and legally, if you can register it, yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes, it's legally still a street car. But
well, I would say if you don't have AC, that's not your truck don't have AC. That don't mean it's a drag truck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and there are, yeah, I get it, and there, you know, it's just,
I think you have to go to the max for it to, like, some people that don't run like a front sway bar. All cars come with sway bars. Some people take that and stuff off, ditch a lot of suspension type stuff. You know, cutting out the, you know, like Caleb, good friend of ours, got a 5.0. It's stupid fast. It's an NA car. It's stupid fast, but he has no dash.
Yeah.
One Kirky seat in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about no interior. Now, well, I would say that's like a drag. It's still NA, but you can still daily drive that car, really, because it's still a 5.0 engine. What a man! But but that thing is a tin can. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And I guess for me too is, I guess this is going to be a sensitive subject. I can already tell to a lot of people because it's like, it's a street car. It's gutted. So I mean, I guess it's a version of a nice street car. Like, I mean, that's a gutted, like, I mean, yeah, it's just not something I'm gonna want to hop in every day and feel comfortable and just like, relaxed with, nice interior, good sound system, AC, fully functioning.
I'll take back what I said. I think his car is still a street car. Because again, it's still a 5.0 engine, trans, radiator.
You guys got to put in the comments where that fine line is. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Where's that fine line of like, okay, you're more drag car now than you are street car, like, because it gets to a point where it's like you're dipping your toes into more of the drag purpose built car that you can still take on the street versus a street car that is all street and you can just take to the drag strip every
I say
other
a
weekend or something.
full-blown drag car. If you run your car at the track and you got to shut it off right after and tow it back.
Oh, I think
that's full on. That's full on like race cars. That's not something you can go out for a cruise or whatever.
Well, of course. That's completely obvious.
So that's.
But I still think personally, even if you can drive it back to the pits, like to me, I still think you're still trailering that car out there. It's on skinnies in the front. I mean, I'm talking big slicks in the back. It's tubbed. Hold on, but wait. But it can be, if it's a tubbed car, that you've tubbed it, and I'm not going to say just because you put a cage in a car that it's necessarily
that's still street car stuff.
Yeah, because that's safety. Like you can have a full interior. I've seen them, a full interior street car, but have a cage in it, and I think that's nice because it's just safe.
Yeah, because put a cage in mine.
Yeah, because nowadays, with the horsepower these cars put out and how fast this new stuff is, like, you almost got to put a cage in some of these things, man. They're ridiculous. So yeah, but there is that fine line, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments of that line of, okay, now it's more of a drag car that you can that you can drive on the street versus a street car that you take to the drag strip every now and then. So because it's a touchy subject, because I have so many friends that are like, they'll freaking, if they can put a light kit and register a top fueler, they'd be like, that's a street car. they just get ridiculous. Yeah. I'm just like, okay, there's some lines here, and I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder too, because if the person's comfortable driving, all just sitting there chopping away in the drive-thru at McDonald's, and he's chopping away, no AC, but he still is comfortable and he's sweating his balls off, by all means, if he calls that a street car and he's legal, whatever.
Would you call a Dodge Demon a street car or race car?
Street car. It's still got AC. It's production made. It's like, I know it's limited production, but it's like, it's still something you can register completely on the street. And I mean, people drive them on the street all the time. It's just as much of a street car as a Hellcat.
That's true. I just didn't know what your take is.
No, absolutely street car. Yeah. Now, like the Ford Cobra Jet, not a street car. Like, it is a purpose-built.
They don't even come with VIN numbers.
No, they don't, and they don't come with light, like an actual street lights, like turn signals, things like that.
Yeah.
So
weight reduction.
Yeah, but like I just see these people in a caged-out car, completely gutted, removable steering wheel, but they register it and they're like, oh, it's a street car. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, technically and legally, yes, it is, but not in something I'm gonna want to daily drive and go and travel cross country with my wife, in the seat comfortably, that I can still pull over if I want to go run some times at the track. I can do that. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I classify as a street car. So, any thoughts on that? Or are you still thinking?
No, I agree with you as far as that. Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
I'm just curious. I'm really curious on what you guys have to say on that, because it's a touchy subject. I totally get it, but I had to bring it up because it is so touchy, and like everyone has a different opinion on what they classify as a street car. from what I've encountered, and I'm super curious because everyone I go to.
I'll never ditch like AC and brakes and.
Well, brake. Oh, but you're talking smaller brakes.
Yeah, like all that. I'll never ditch all that stuff in my car. Mine's forever gonna be a street car. I can
drive
it to the track, drive it back home, drive across country. Shit, I've already taken my car to like Texas, like drove it there and back. Look, even if you have a drag pack or whatever, and you tow it to the car, that doesn't make a drag. Because me and you both towed our car, or drove our cars with slicks to the track and got a flat tire at the track.
Yes.
You know, Rogersville is not good about that.
No.
So I would personally trailer mine if we had the slicks on the car, because I don't want to go through another set of slicks.
Or if you have a way to change the tires out of the track and you want to, your tires are in your trunk or something, if they'll fit. But yeah, no. And another thing too, like when you have like remove the original gas tank and you're running like a fuel cell, stuff like that. That's another thing. But they'll still call it a street car, and I'm just like, I mean, it's because they're so fixated on, well, they can register it and it still has lights, and they're like, okay.
Those are just the sandbag drag racers, you know what I mean?
Like,
you know what? When I go to the track and I go like compete, I hate when I join like when I get like in the like 11 index, but I'm racing like 9-second cars.
And they're just sandbagging.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just enough just to get them in.
Right.
I'm just like, go somewhere else with that crap, man. I hate that so much.
Yeah, it is annoying. But yeah, guys, I just want to hear your feedback on this. Sorry if I'm like squinting sometimes or whatever. These are brand new glasses, and
new glasses.
I'm getting used to them. I've never had glasses. I'm 33, and I finally had to go get glasses, so here I am. But yeah, guys. So I want to hear your feedback on this. I want to know your takes, and also, there's something possibly on the horizon for the channel, gentlemen. Possibly on the horizon. We gotta move some stuff around, but I'm telling you right now, if we can make this happen, whew, that's all I gotta say. That's not even a word, it's just a noise. Whew.
You're still gonna get filleted by the boss.
That is actually completely false. Like,
I wouldn't lie to these people. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to you.
No. If this goes down and I'm able to pull this off, he's in trouble.
I know what it is. Y'all don't.
And he knows he's in trouble. He don't admit it. He won't admit it. He's not going to. I wouldn't admit it if I was him either. I'd probably cry myself to sleep at night. But
you better get to crying, bud.
But yeah, hopefully we got some exciting stuff. Now, if this goes through, I'm on the verge of selling everything, guys. All my other parts I have. Ooh, I don't want to give everything away though. Like give away what I'm possibly doing. But yes, my parts, I'm gonna have to sell my parts. Yes, but don't be scared, because what I'm trying to pull off is worth it. So
still not gonna be enough, but it'd be worth it for him.
I mean, this guy don't even. Woo!
I never thought you'd go to that platform.
Yeah, that platform is okay. I like that. All right.
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder. Well, guys, but for real, put in the comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking on this, as far as the street car versus full-on race car, or that fine line in between. Hit me up with all those comments. Also, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this, hey guys, guess what? It's free to subscribe. It's
free.
It is free, and if it's free, it's what?
For me.
For me.
My man. My man.
So, please, by all means, hit that subscribe. You're already watching it. If you've been watching it, just hit it.
Just hit it, man.
Don't cost you nothing. And we promise to keep bringing you some black and white content. and go from there. But yeah, subscribe, hit that like button. As always, my name is Daniel. This is my boy Jay. And tell us what's in your stables, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.
Peace!